wave. She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty Bible of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's turning yarn into handmade frames. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty Bible of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen.
Okay. Tab got it first. I mute myself all the time when I leave because sometimes I forget to stop streaming and the stream just goes on. And Amy yelled first. How are you doing this morning, Panther? How are you doing, Kaz? How are you doing, Papa? How are you doing, Amy? How is everyone doing? I am trying to I want to be a part of the tomato festival here in our state. We have we have several throughout the month of August. And I am That's good, Amy. That's good. You're doing good. Um we have several of them in the month of August because of course, that's when people start harvesting things, blah blah blah, on and on and on, and so they have big festivals. And so I did my first string, my foundation chain, and I made it 100. There's not a tomato wind spinner out there at all. And so I'm just gonna kind of wing it as I go, and we're gonna see how it does. I'm using a 4mm hook. I'm using cotton yarn, and I don't know necessarily if that's gonna be the best yarn to use. Um, oh my gosh, I should have thought about this before I used this yarn. I'll just put it off to the side so you can't see it. But I'm using red yarn. I'm using the white as my center, my foundation. I'm gonna use yellow, like for the first one, the first row, because of some tomatoes have a little bit of a yellow center. I'm gonna lay the seat back so Biscuit has a place to lay. Hold on, bud. There you go. That's as far back as we can go. And you don't want to be there. Okay. So everybody saw it yesterday. Hi, Crafty. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I was telling Papa about your stream last night and the 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 parade. I didn't know how to explain it to him, but I was like, brave soul for being out in the cold, first of all. But I mean, that's what all Christmas parades are about. And let's see, my brain's not working. When does it ever work? When does it ever work? Today, we went to the grocery store to get all of our stuff for Christmas, and I guess it really doesn't matter which side I start on. Um, for Christmas dinner and Pop snacks, because she was not specific, but specific. I made a video about my disc about it in my Discord and made me laugh. I saw that come up on my screen, um, and I was like dead to the world. I don't even this what are you doing? Quit it. Quit it. Just lay there like a good baby. And I didn't go anywhere but to bed. Crafty is on a 5 stream streak. Woo! Um, thank you, Crafty. Let's see. Let's do this because my brain's just not working this morning. Um, uh, now we're gonna have in my brain. Uh, so anyway, you know what? Let's do this. This will probably make me so happy. We're gonna start on the other end because I Scooby Dooed that end up. I am gonna go through the back loop. I'm gonna go through the back loop. It'll make me happy. Do I need a good edge on this wind spinner? I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever made a wind spinner. So we're gonna see. Like I said, we're crocheting a tomato wind spinner. Maybe. We don't know. I did get my new Hirschner's catalog yesterday, and I did scribble everything off the back. But I was very interested in a couple things, but I'll probably have to hold myself back for a while. So let's see. I can't find it. This I think would look really cute on Peepop. I really think that would be cute on Peepop. So, and I think she would wear it. I think she would wear it. But they got bees. Here's something for unicorn, a sloth. Oh, and speak of the devil. Thank you for the check-in, unicorn. Did you see that? Look at that. A unicorn blanket that has a star in it. And then they got a berry hanging basket. Now I really actually like that. But I mean, whatever. We'll see what gets done and what doesn't get done. I told Papa I have 2 days off. I have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. And then I have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. And the new company that bought us doesn't give New Year's Eve as a holiday, but since it was already promised to us because the way our company is, they're honoring that and paying us for it. But they're letting us know that next year that will not be I don't know. Might not be able to go through the back bump. Um that next year it will not be a holiday we get. So basically, enjoy this one on them because that's it. Um, Also, nope, the unicorn is behind you. So I didn't see it, but mine should arrive soon. The unicorn is behind me. Your Hirschner's catalog? Look at that cute little bugger. It's cute. Anyway, this morning we went grocery shopping. I was like, it was not cold. It's nice outside. And it's supposed to, yeah, we're not going through the back bump. We're not going through the back bump. This isn't going to work. but I just need to make sure that I pull from the center because I am not going to deal with not something coming out of the center. And I don't know if I really like this yellow, but this is the yellow cotton I had. And then I got to thinking, should I use acrylic yarn? Should I use cotton yarn for a wind spinner? Acrylic yarn would probably last better in the weather. Cotton yarn, if it got wet, it might stretch and might not last as long. Thank you for the lark crafty. Thank you, thank you. Um, but anyway, um, so I don't know. My brain is just not working this morning. And I actually, because Unicorn sent me, oh, it's, let's see. It's a baby blanket. It says it's a baby blanket. So I'm sure you can make it bigger, as big as you wanted, but it comes as a kit. And sometimes I like the yarn in their kits, and then sometimes I don't like the yarn in their kits, if you really want to know the truth. Thank you for the check-in. It's, it's just like I like this blanket, and I think my daughter would like it because it looks like a leaf, a plant, my oldest daughter. So today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day. I go back to work tomorrow. I have Monday and Tuesday. I should be thankful I have Wednesday and Thursday off. I have to go back Friday, but that's perfectly fine. And then what?
Hold on. I'm out.
What did I do?
Yeah. Stop for a second. Just breathe. Reset yourself. Because you were like, you cannot get going in a direction.
I can't.
So just breathe. Stop for 1 second. Huh? Just reset yourself. You're fine. You also don't have this light on, so it looks like you're in a dark room.
Oh. There we go. And then
You
there
wanna
was light.
Open the curtains and let some light in.
Maybe. Oh, that looks a lot better.
Well, no, I mean for you, just let some light in for you, so you get.
I'm fine.
No, just stop it when you get.
I am. I know.
Start the story.
Okay. I don't even know what story to start with. Oh, y'all, already I've already twisted my foundation chain. Can you twist a foundation chain that fast? Only Bray could twist its foundation. Doodle-doodle-doo. We're gonna start at this end. Anyway, so Papa and I went grocery shopping today. And I'm going to tell you right now, this time of year is the time of year you are not out of pumpkin pies. I like pumpkin pies. I love pumpkin pies. Actually, Papa will tell you, I love Cool Whip. So I have to have a side of pumpkin pie to go with my Cool Whip. So anyway, so now the kids are on the hunt for the pancake pie. And so we will see. So we will see. I don't know. I like pumpkin pie. But I did get some little mini pecan pies because I'm like, if I can't have pumpkin pie, I'm gonna have me a little mini pecan pie. I see, I didn't know. We, still had half a container left from Thanksgiving. You know, I could have broke down and had a moment and decided just to eat the Cool Whip. And yes, people, I could have broke down, and I I mean, I don't have a thing against condiments. I have nothing against a condiment. Nothing. Y'all, I if this little girl in this seat that says she's a streamer cannot get this going, I'm gonna knock myself silly. So anyway, when I was thinking about doing this, Unicorn had sent me a bunch of Christmas ones for in Discord. She had sent me a bunch of them in Discord and said, "Hey, look at these little cute blah blah blahs." And then she also sent me this one. I I'm hoping it's a star blanket, and it looks like the stars from Mario is what it looks like. And it's the cutest little blanket in the whole wide world. So we are going to work on getting Unicorn a star blanket, and one that is easy enough. And because when I first did my star blankets, the very first star blanket I did is a little bit on the wonky side. And so we're going to see if we can figure it out. So we're going to get her started. But so as she sent me this, I'm like, oh, should I do cotton yarn or should I do, if I made tomato spinners for the tomato festival, would cotton yarn work better or should I do acrylic because acrylic might last better in the weather? Or will cotton last better in the winter? Or will cotton be, what do you want to call it? Will it be too loose? And so we're just gonna see. I may do one in acrylic and one in cotton. It's gonna be tough because I have to make them for the festival if I'm going to be a part of the festival. But I also, um, what do you want to call it? I don't have time to sit on it. So hopefully in the spring I can put both of them up because the spring is kind of like the fall and you're going to get a lot of rainy weather. But then you also have to think, would people really put a wind spinner out like in a tree or would they put it on their porch? Would it be covered by? That's that's not my problem, I guess. I shouldn't overthink it. So I'm hoping this yellow is kind of like, what do you want to call it? A good yellow. I think this is a something I got from Hirschner's in a what do you want to call it? A kit. And I started making the purse, but now I can't find the rest of the kit. I can't find the instructions to the rest of the kit to make the purse. So the purse might get frogged and made into wind spinners. I don't know. You just never know. Never know with me. And then I could do like fried green tomatoes. I could do green tomatoes for fried green tomatoes. Because, you know, tomatoes do come in green and they they start out green and then they turn red. That's it. So, anyway, we're going to see how this one spinner looks. So, and I'm really really excited. I know this is like squirrel moment. Really really excited because Papa bought me this electric blanket throw to take to work because the lady that controls this, the property manager over our building, this does not think that it's efficient. Basically, she does not feel like, I guess she makes the electricity is included in our rent. But the lower she has the temperature, the less the heat comes on. Morning, Stellar. And so the less the heat comes on, so the colder we are, and it being a medical facility, cold's fine because people come to a medical facility and they feel like it's always cold. So they don't really complain about it because why complain about it? Because most doctor's offices you go into, it's cold. So anyway, um, but we're not allowed to have space heaters and we're not allowed to have anything at all at our desks that would like throw a break or anything. I'm like, nope. So I talked to my supervisor the other day and she said, get a space heater. I don't care. She says, as long as when you leave at night, it's unplugged and you have it back where when the people come in to clean, they can't see it because they're not supposed to get into our cubes or anything. Heck, if that's the case, I would just put it in one of my drawers. But Papa bought me an electric blanket, so I am going just to um, wrap it up and hang it over my chair, just like it's a blanket. Nobody's going to sit in my chair in the afternoon after I leave. Nobody. And then I was asking, could I go ahead and because I'm doing both jobs, could I, work a little over this week? And because the new people that came in, we have one person, she's a stickler and she's like, "Nope, you can't do that. Remember? She said you couldn't work over. You can't work overtime." I said I wouldn't be working overtime because we have we have two PTO days. So that's 16 hours before I got into overtime. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe on Christmas Eve, maybe sitting down and trying to catch up on some of my stuff if I have to. But it's because I can't get behind and nobody else can do that part of my job. So I'm the only one that does it. So I have to crack a lack and get it done. And I actually like this yellow. It's a subtle yellow. It's not necessarily a bright yellow, but maybe with the red, it'll look fine. Maybe when I put the red on there, it'll look fine. And it'll look like a tomato. But we shall see. We shall see. I just don't want the yellow to overpower the red in the long run. Because if I could get this wind spinner to set right. And the thing of it is my daughter, I'm got a few I probably should have done those on stream today. Finished the belly clava for my daughter that matches P-Pops and that. But after I get done streaming today, I'm gonna I've got to get my little handy dandy bag, get everybody's little gingerbread bag. Didn't find any buttons yesterday. So we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. And get everybody's like candy in their bag. And I did get my supervisor a glass chicken for her. Oh, hold on. Hey, what you doing? Yeah. Oh, okay. Bye. No, she's gonna turn on my stream now. She said she couldn't find my stream. She said, "Are you streaming?" So anyway. Hey, KK, heart. Thank you for the sub, KK. Thank you for the sub, KK. 24 months. I cannot believe 24 months. Y'all, I'm almost January 6th will be 2 years. And not this week, but next week, other than the things that Papa and I have to do to get whatever, I have to crack down and be more organized and dedicated and get this room where it needs to be. And this afternoon, I just have a few things that I have to get done to actually make that happen, to make it a lot easier for KK and I to paint this room. And just know that when we do get this room painted, it's going to be so much more inviting for Peepop to, if she wants to spend the night, or, you know, we just got to figure. Biscuit's like, I don't want to hear about that kid. She steals my toys. She's a thief. She's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. She's probably gonna steal your Christmas pickle when she gets here. You know that, don't you? I shouldn't tell him that. That is so wrong on so many levels to tell that dog that she's gonna steal his pickle. So right now I made a foundation chain of 100, and I am putting 2 double crochets in each stitch, and then when I change to the red, I'm going to put 3 double crochets in each stitch, and then I'm gonna single crochet in the red down. I should probably either make this maybe a green the next time for the stem. That would be a good idea. But I thought, well, the seeds are in a tomato are white and yellow, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll see. This is tweaking. This is um might throw a couple up and figure out how to um I could have done a Christmas tree, but I mean with Christmas being just a few days away, it would have just I don't know. Now I will say this, being in football country that I'm in, if I did this as a white, orange, and gray, like did the gray up the middle, and then did white and then orange, people could have little vol wind spinners. I mean, you could do it for any college if you wanted to. That's an idea too. I mean, just because it's a tomato festival, everything doesn't have to revolve around tomato. It could have other things. And I will say the people in Tennessee do love their football. They're very loyal fans to their professional football team. I know, Biscuit. I know. I think the college playoffs are happening right now, aren't they, Biscuit? Yeah. Okay. And I think a lot of my problem right now is the weather's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And in all reality, my nose keeps drying up. And I'm very weird about my nose. Like, I can't have a stuffy nose in the wintertime. Once it starts getting stuffy, I have to take something for it. I have to be able to breathe through my nose. I'm one of those weird people. I have to breathe through my nose. You finished correct. I saw that. I saw that in Discord you have posted. So I was gonna say here in a little bit we would go into Discord and look at the things that you had posted. I didn't, when we went to the grocery store today, I mean, I could have, for the people that I work with, made Buckeyes for them and everything for tomorrow, but I didn't even feel like this afternoon making Buckeyes. I just don't. Now, might I get some peanut butter and make some for like Jiggle Shark and Sam and them if they want to take some home? Yes. But I'm just not in the mood to because when I make them for work, I always feel like I have to make like a lot. So, you know, I came down with a cold Thursday, so slowing down some. Oh, let me tell you. I told the girl at work, I said, I think I'm going to have to call. I'm going to have to use that telehealth thing that we have through the insurance because I think I'm getting some sort of cold and I don't know if it's, I mean, they could tell me to go to the doctor or whatever, but if it's just a cold, I'm going to just have to suffer, you know? Was it feed a cold, starve a fever? Or is it feed a fever, starve a cold? Don't know. It's one of those old wives' tales that worked because I remember my grandma doing it all the time. So, and I think it's feed a cold, starve a fever. This is actually taken. I was thinking, why am I doing a wind spinner? This is going to not take very long at all. And says 14 days, how long a cold is contagious. Ooh, longer than the flu. Longer than the flu. Go figure. So, but work expects us to come to work when we have a cold. But if you have the flu or COVID, they let you stay out a few days. Because I think the girl at work, her kids had the flu and COVID. So she had to stay out of work 5 days. So she was out Monday through Friday. So, yeah, her brother had COVID. He tested positive for COVID. They all live like right next to each other. And her kids had the flu last month or something last month, and they got it again. I told her I'd put them in a bubble. I would put them in a bubble. Unicorn, where have you been? Where is the person that is supposed I'm just kidding. Keep me hooting hollering. Yeah. When her kids got the flu again and then they got COVID on top of it, I'm in the shower washing my butt. Um, I was like, girl, I put them kids in a bubble. I would put them in a bubble. And the one goes to school. So I don't even know with the way that our truancy laws are here in Tennessee, I don't even know how he's going to pass because the truancy laws here in Tennessee, if even for 10 excused absences, they can start truancy on the parent. The mother or the parents can lose their driver's license, all kinds of things here. I mean, they're serious about the kids going to school. Even even if it's an excused absence, even if it's an excused absence, they if you can't have over 10. So her kids were out of school 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks in October, 2 weeks in November, and a week in December. This is winging it. I am winging it. The other one were trees. Um, I just did a generic one, and I was like, "I'm just gonna wing this pattern and see if I can do it." We'll see. We'll see if I'm winging it. Ooh, unicorn. Hi, Upcycly. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the check-in. Stellar is amazing. I would ask something, but I don't wanna seem like too pressuring. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Stellar, are you gonna start streaming? I don't wanna be pressury though. So, I know you had said you wanted to start streaming, so I just didn't know. I mean, you've got a lot going on in your life. I mean, I think with kids and being a yarn dyer and I mean, you are very active. So, I mean, me, I'm lucky if I'm active. Um, I will say this, Unicorn has made me more consistent. I enjoy the 2 days that I do stream with her when we do get to stream, and it has been the holidays, so there has been some days we have missed. So, I have ADHD, so I make it work. Hey, whatever you have to do to make it work. Um, I will say this, it has made it so much easier for me to understand to be consistent with streaming. And, I know we had a couple days that we thought we were gonna stream, then she had a Christmas party, then I had a Christmas party, and things like that, but it's really Unicorn makes it fun, and makes it so that I'm like, "You know what? I'm leaving work today, and if everything goes right and neither one of us has a fallout, we're gonna be streaming." So and, I fall asleep a lot easier at night after a stream. I know that really sounds probably really weird or too much information. Sometimes I have a hard time going to sleep at night, but Papa and I are also gonna work on that. So, this year coming up, because he says he thinks a lot of my problems are inflammatory. So, we're going to change my diet a little bit. Because when I go to and tell my doctor, like, "Oh, I'm having this problem. Oh, I'm having this problem." It's like, "Oh, you're just a mom." It's being a woman. I don't wanna hear that. I just wanna hear, "Can you fix it?" That's what I wanna hear. "Can you fix it?" "Why did you go to school for 8 years to tell me it's just because I'm a mom and I'm old?" "Oh, you're in menopause." I don't wanna hear that. I don't. Fit me. Fit me. Yeah. Let's whatever. Fix me, fix me. Um, but anyway, so and the thing of it is when Papa and I do something together, like when we did the keto together, it worked perfect for us. But then, like, his gallbladder started, because the higher fat content, his gallbladder started acting up. So we had to go off of that. So, anyway, but if we can do it together, we do really good. We do really good. Okay. We're almost to the end of this. Yeah, it is. It's getting me to want to do it because if I don't want to do it, it's not going to work. Now I enjoyed keto because I got to cook and I got to cook a lot of things and I for even though I am not a good cook and we know that in this family, I do love to cook. So you mentioned having Xmas off. I can. I can. My husband got a nice camera, but I'm scared to use it. But really, I would have to set up a small table desk in the spare bedroom. My husband was using the spare room for his home office, but relocated his desk to our room when my mom was here. Oh, Biscuit's being a little sleepy, loopy, loopy loo, which I like because then I feel like he gets his nap and it works out. Now, this morning, okay, so last night, Papa made me what do you want to call it? An espresso shot. I think a double espresso shot. I'm not really sure. He'd have to tell you. But anyway, so then this morning I got up. It was cold. It was sitting in the fridge all night long. And then I used Oikos. And if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. But I used the Oikos vanilla protein drink, mixed them together, and it was pretty good. So, but in 2015, when Papa and I lost a lot of weight, every morning I would have a protein coffee for breakfast, along with for lack of a better term, a Jimmy Dean sausage biscuit, egg white biscuit. So I did really, really good because then I wouldn't be hungry until lunchtime. He hasn't put it back. So I'm going to take advantage of that space. I would ideally be streaming during the week while my kids are at school. And that's great. That would be great. I could still hi, Fairy Dust, how are you doing? I could still, if depending on when I work from home, I could still have as I have a television in the room that I am going to be working in. So I could always pull somebody up on a television. So, but that'll be Papa 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 brings up streams all the time. He's got a television in his office room too. But how are you doing this fine morning, Fairy Dust? I am making a Mater wind spinner. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm doing the yellow part, the seedy part. But I will say that I don't remember what time we drank that, but it was before we went to the grocery store. So I would say that was close to 8 o'clock. Probably, yes, close to 8 o'clock. So the Oikos doesn't have as much protein as his core elites have because he drinks coffee, an espresso with his core elite. And I just needed to make it so that, oh, but you did use the oik. That is right. You did use the Oikos today. Um, I just needed to make it so that I can get it to lunch at work around noon and not be hungry until noon. Or make it so that I can have like maybe a snack around 10. because I would go in, let's see, go in at 7, I would have a break at 9, then I would have lunch at 11 or noon, then I would have another break around 2, and then I would leave at 4. So, I need to set my life up like that. Is there anything good out there in the law world right now that we need to be watching? Goodness gracious. We're not messing this up. Doodle-doodle. We're gonna see. Every now and then, there really is a good one. I mean, and I'll hear about it. So, but now I will ask this because I'm probably could look this up. How many appeals does somebody get after they're found guilty? I mean, because if you're on life without parole, I mean, that's the only thing you got going for you is if you have money, um, would be to be able to file appeals. Because, I mean, obviously he thinks he's not guilty. I mean, she just, you know, okay, we're gonna have to watch this. What to do? Let's do this. Boy, just even type in that name. Okay. 26 felony charges? Oh my lord. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't even have to watch this. She did it. She did it. She, she threw a party after her husband died. How in the world can you do that? I don't know. Hold on, let me do this. She look the her lawyers are not doing her any high her lawyers are not doing her any help. They need to tell her she needs to do something to improve her not looking guilty. You know, maybe she should cry a little or something. I don't know. I don't know. Do tears really work? I just looked at the picture of her. I just don't even know if I could even. I mean, they would bring me in and they'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna. Do you answer these few questions?" And I would have to be like, "No, she's guilty. You might as well not even put me on there because I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at her, and she's guilty." I don't know how many appeal attempts people get. It would vary by jurisdiction and mostly how strong the judge's suspicions were. We get after them. The girl at work whose kids have been sick, like they were sick for 2 weeks in October, 2 weeks in November, and now a week in December. Her elf on a shelf, had to go back to the North Pole, and she told them it wouldn't come back if they would be automatically on the naughty list, and it wouldn't come back until they started acting good again. But for what she's getting them for Christmas, no. They're not even gonna think that the way they've acted is anything to warrant being on the naughty list. Because she's got them each an ATV for Christmas. So, and they're 4 and 5. So, I mean, I'm gonna say when I was maybe 5, maybe 6. I'm gonna go with 5. I got a Barbie dream house, with the little elevator that I had to go, and I thought I was hot stuff. And on top of that, do you wanna know what the whatever with that was? Um, it was a shared present because my mom, nothing whatever. My mom and dad had, divorced when I was little. So, me and my sister, we did share a lot of Christmas, and we were a day apart on our birthdays. She was born the day before my first birthday. So, we did share a lot of birthday stuff. Do I do I hold animosity or anything about that? No, I do not, because my mother, um, made my childhood happy. I mean, I honestly feel like I had a happy childhood. I grew up, my mother loved me, and she did the best she could. So, I look at it like this. That's all a mom can do. That's all a mom can do. Okay. So, this is it so far. I wrapped it up to try to whatever. Missing, yeah, I mean, she I asked her why she was doing it, and she said they live in an area where um they they use ATVs. I don't think they live in as wooded areas or hunting area as she makes it out to be, but I mean, okay. Hey, to each their own. To each their own. If P-Pop asked me for a Barbie Jeep that her dad could drive with a remote control, because they do that nowadays, we would get it for her. But it's P-Pop. But she wouldn't ask us for that because she's not gonna say at the age of 1.5, "I want a Barbie Jeep." So, a missing persons case from Kentucky was just solved a week ago. A woman who abducted her daughter from Louisville, and I hope I'm saying that right, because I would say that Louisville. Some people would say Louisville, but I say Louisville, was just found in Florida. She abducted her back. Papa was telling me about that. Yes, Papa was telling me about that. I don't know. I mean, really? I mean, why did she leave? Was there a reason why she left? Was he abusive? Should she have went through the proper channels, or did she try to go through the proper channels? And but Papa was telling me about that one. He was like, "Yeah, there's this case." And I was like, "Ugh." And I was like, "Well, a lot of people are gonna say," and he did say that a lot of people were saying she should have went through the proper channels. If he was abusive or whatever, she should have went through the proper channels. And I was like, maybe she did try, and maybe it didn't work out for her, and she was just tired of getting, you know. But I, you don't know. Oh, he had custody of the daughter. Well, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. So, and you can't, I mean, you just, unfortunately. So, how old was she when she took the daughter? How old was the daughter when she took her? 3. Okay, so the little girl wouldn't even have known. The mom could have told her, "Oh, well, your dad left us," or whatever, and, I mean, a 3-year-old, what are they gonna do? If you tell them that as they grow up, they're never gonna know. Yeah, but you still can't just walk away. I don't think you can still just walk away. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna find out. I think I got a little loosey goosey with one of my stitches, but that's okay. This is just a tester pattern. And I'm sure that as I wrap this with the yellow, more will come out. More will come out, you know. And if he filed a police report back in the day, they still have to go. I mean, they still have to prosecute her. They still have to, well, I mean, they have to take her to, people still have to, she's still going to go to trial. Loosey goosey. Listen here, I can talk about loosey goosey, lordy day, and all kinds of stuff. And people think I'm crazy, but I am crazy. Uh, yeah, she was in the missing persons database, and then they took her out for some reason. The family got the investigation reopened. But how could you get taken out of the how can you get taken out of the missing persons database? I mean, I thought the only way to get taken out of that would be, like, if they found the body. Oh, okay. We're just gonna continue on with this little mater until I don't know if this is the right red, but this is just a tester pattern. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Weird, weird. And I didn't realize when Papa was telling me about it that listen to me, that this case was so close to home. But the thing is, how did they find her? How did they find her? Did the girl just go, "Hey, I'm on the back of a milk carton"? Did she apply for something? Because from what I understand, she changed their names, everything. Because back in the 80s, you could do that. The neighbor in the rest video, the one that, about the yard sale? that just wanted the whole police in here because I was having a yard sale? Oh, you're nice neighbors. Okay. Oh, thank you for the biddies, Linda. Thank you for the biddies. How is Penny doing today? And how is Linda? Like if you were being restless, I'd mention a tip was called in after they put up another. Oh, wow. When we get back from ad, we'll go to Discord and we'll look at Panthers stuff she has put in Discord. So if anybody has anything they want to put in Discord, feel free so we can look at it. Lot better than last week. That is good, Linda. I was going to actually send you a DM and tell you you are not allowed to do these things, Linda. We cannot have this. You're my Harry Potter friend. We cannot have this. I know, Biscuit. Linda. If you should, I should take a picture. This dog, I'm going to take a picture of him and I'm going to send it to you. Look at me. Why'd you look away? I just did something. Oh, y'all. I just twisted. Something I shouldn't have twisted. Hold on. I mean, we're talking pain. Biscuit, I'm getting old. Raise down. Oh, my biological maternal donor was a real piece of work. My mom, very unfortunately, had help from family and law enforcement to help us escape when I was an infant. I had no idea to the extent of the informal protective bubble I had until I was an adult. It's right there. I don't know what I twisted, but it feels better that I'm doing that. Y'all, I shouldn't. It's the inflammation. It's the inflammation. I'm inflamed. I'm totally inflamed. I can't. I have to work the next few days. As much inflamed is more like the whole world burning. Not quite, but I'm gonna do this. I will figure out how to do. Now he's switched. He's like, oh gosh, mom twisted herself just to take a picture of me because of how cute I am. So okay. Oh, the ad break's done. Here I'm sitting here waiting. I'm sitting here going, oh, I'm gonna wait for the ad break to do before I go into Discord. My brain's not working. Okay, so this is hold on. We gotta bring it up. Okay, this is hold on. These colors make me want to have a tea party. I think they're beautiful. I love the colors. I think it's beautiful. Um, I really do. We were in Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I meant to show the Hanks because I don't think Papa noticed them. Like the Hanks were the dyed yarn that they buy. I think most of my yarn was that washed and dried. Washed yesterday, has dried. I think I'm going to take a break from cotton this week and dye some wool. Ooh, yay. So this is Lenny the Lobster, and this is from Panther. This is Merry Christmas from Lenny the Lobster. And I think Lenny is awful darn cute, but I mean, so. And then this is all of the crochet, the elf village. I'm going to call it an elf village, but it's a village, as you can see. Like Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, couple elves, the toy train, a gingerbread house. Oh, I like the lights, Panther. I do like the little lights right here. I mean, at least we can see my cursor going. I can. I don't know if y'all can, but I can. I saw how to make this right here, and I thought that was really cute how to do that. At least I saw a person do one on Instagram. So I like the lights. I love the lights. And here's Rudolph, a penguin, a mouse, and the angel's cute. You got a cat and a tree, couple gnomes, a snowman, another mouse. I would say a rat, but I'm not going to say a rat. What are you doing? So I think this is cute. These are adorable. I tell you, you are a crocheting fiend. You just rack them up. Oh, there's your little shrinky dinks, your little gingerbread shrinky dinks. Those are cute. Cute, cute, cute. I like the details, Panther. I like the details. Repeat Crafter Me, I love her. I love her. She does stuff and it makes it so much easier. Oh, look, y'all. Look at Penny right there. She's like, "Yep, my mom's making a sweater. Look at this. Puggle wuggle. You want to see Penny? You're gonna come up here?" But I like the blue. I like the blue, Linda. Oh, hey, she's adorable. She is adorable. But let me do this. Biscuit got in his basket. He's like, "Listen here, lady, you're not exploiting me." But yes, I love that, Linda. I love that. Now, are you doing that as a gift? Are you or is that for you? Should be more make myself stuff. I really should. You have a total of 3 commissions. Penny's like, "Get to crack-a-lacking, Mom. Get to crack-a-lacking." Is she your supervisor? Penny the supervisor? Biscuit supervises me sometimes. I put the sweater that I was making for myself are always on hold for now. Oh. Biscuit supervises occasionally when he feels the need, which is most of the time. He is he I'm talking about you. Yes, I am. His little face is getting like gray and it looks so cute on him. But he will be 9 years old in 7 days. Right, Biscuit? You're like, yeah. Maybe we will have a biscuit party. She's such a good girl. Penny looks like a good girl. If Biscuit can only be as half as good as Penny probably was. Um, yeah. Ask him how he's probably on the naughty list, but he's still getting toys and everything for Christmas. We have to keep him on some kind of list. So, yeah, we do. We have to keep you on some sort of list. She'll be 6 years old. Wow. Yeah, he was actually we had a pug before we had him. And when my daughter, picking halls, she got a puppy out of the litter that he was in. And she was actually supposed to take Biscuit. But when she went back to look at the puppies, um, Biscuit was being very, ah, for lack of a better term, lethargic and not active. And she's like, well, I want more of an active puppy, you know. So she took his brother. And so the girl that was giving the puppies away said, well, since nobody wants him, I'm just going to take him to the pound when when he's old enough to be away from the mother. And I was like, you're not taking him to the pound. I'll take him. And so that is how Biscuit came to be a part of this family. And I wouldn't trade anything for it. But he was the pug we had before. His birthday was December 28th. So I felt like this was somebody telling me that I needed to have Biscuit since he was born on the same day as the dog we had before. Well, same day. Yeah. You're the love of my life. You know that, don't you? You're like, of course, Mom, I know I'm the love of your life. You're the pain in my side. My favorite pest. Don't chew your feet, young man. So anyway, he is he's special. And when you get your crown next year that you're gonna wear during streams, um, you can thank fairy dust for that, for calling you King Biscuit. We're gonna make you wear it. You're gonna have to sit up here all the time as when you wear your crown. Because he goes, "All hail King Biscuit." He's actually really warm on my back. He is really warm. Right. My lab is always my profile picture. She was born the 27th of February, and when she passed away, I just happened onto her, and she was born February 29th, 2020. Oh, and her name is Penny Ann. Oh, Penny Ann Lane. Think we got hi Witchy Weaver. How are you doing? Thank you for the check-in. Um, we got Biscuit. I was actually working for a neighborhood market, a Walmart neighborhood market at the time, and I'll never forget, Picking Halls went to pick them up. She give them baths, did everything she had to do, and then Papa had to go get him before I came home. Or yeah, I think Papa had him for a few hours before I came home. But, maybe not. I don't know. I can't really remember. Can't remember. if I went and got him and then brought him home or what. But Biscuit was small as a potato when we brought him home. A little russet potato. Yeah, oh, that's right. Papa was against Biscuit. He was against Biscuit. He told me it was my dog and that I would be responsible for everything. Taking him out, feeding him, everything. And now him and Papa are the best of friends. He doesn't really want Papa to bother him during his daytime sleeping shenanigans, that's for sure. He was bitter, I think, because he didn't get to pick him out. How much did Biscuit weigh when you got him? Penny was 2 pounds. Biscuit couldn't have been much more than that. He really couldn't. I still have the video. Now, within 24 hours, Papa changed his mind. But I would set him up and on the bed and I would crochet and he would crawl underneath the yarn and just lay there. But I wouldn't change a thing. He was a tiny little potato. And I mean, literally, Papa could fit him in his hand. And his brother from another litter, we had a puppy from another litter who was 2 years old when we got Biscuit. And long story on that one too. But he was so like barky outside the door when we got puppy. When we got him, we kept him the door shut because we didn't want him to like be too aggressive with him. We were so petrified. When I got Penny, I was working on a blanket that was a crochet along with Mikey and the crochet crowd, and she claimed the blanket and still, oh, that is so sweet. I would leave for work at like 4 in the morning. I had to be at work at 4 in the morning. And I would leave the television on with Paw Patrol so he could watch it. I'll go back in my pictures to see if I can find a picture when I first got her. She was so little. Okay. Hi, Faulty Magic. How are you doing? We might make this whole wind spinner today if we work this out. I know once I get back to I am making we're trying to make a tomato wind spinner. It's supposed to be a tomato. We're gonna see how this works out. Don't know. I'm winging it. We're on a wing. We're winging it. I just kind of threw the colors together and we're gonna see if it works. So okay. Some stitch it till you make it. Yes. Yes. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I like the yellow yet with the red, but this is just a kind of like a sampler. We're gonna see. It's a prototype. We're gonna see if it works. Then I'm gonna try it I'm gonna try it in an acrylic yarn, and then I'm gonna see which one lasts longer. outside in the spring because I would like to make these for a tomato festival that I hope that I can get into next year. A lot of tomato-y things to make, so we shall see. We shall see. The 2-day tomato festival. We have several in our state. I know, buddy. Um, so I will say the protein coffee that I had this morning is doing good. If I would have had a breakfast sandwich with it, I think I would be better off because I think the hunger is coming. But also when I did it in 2015, this kind of thing, uh, I also did take a break like at 9 o'clock and because I would go into work at 7 or no, I went in at 5. So yeah, because people when we'd go in at 5 in the morning, we had lunch around like 9 or 10. And I mean, you just get used to having lunch around that time. So people be like, "You're eating lunch so early." But your body gets used to it. Your body just gets used to it. Buddy, mommy's gonna have to lean forward, and that's not gonna be good for you because you're gonna fall down in my back again. I'm back. I got them posted. Ooh, let's see what the penny look like. Okay. Pets. Oh, oh, Linda. Oh, look, there's Stellar and hers. Stellar, that is too cute. I didn't even see that one. Look at Pink Biscuit. Look how little she was. That's a little girl puppy right there. You're like, yeah, whatever, woman. Look how cute. She is so tiny, Linda. I will find him and I will either post in his Discord and I will send them to you of Biscuit when he was a tiny puppy. Oh, that is so cute. She's so look at her now. She's like, listen here, woman. Don't be taking pictures of me. They're not authorized. They're not authorized. Sometimes that's how Biscuit is. He has that look like this is not an authorized photo. This is not an authorized photo. And you know what the thing of it is their attitudes. They have such their own little personality. Yeah. You're like, ooh, a Kleenex, my favorite thing. Um, they have their own little personalities. Yes. Yes, it was. Look here, woman. It was. I am busy watching Harry Potter, and you do not need to be snapping photos. We might use up all this red. This might be a good finisher. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get rid of the yarn off the wall and get some of this other yarn back on the wall. So finishing up these little, what do you want to call it? Yarn scraps is going to be good. but I'm trying to think of what I want to have for lunch. I know you would. Biscuit gets breakfast and he gets dinner. If if we swiped his food to 3 times a day, he would be so unbearable. But I think it's worse when I not necessarily when I work from home, because he's getting more used to, like, the days that I have work from home. He's getting used to it. Um, but I think when I'm home, he's like he on the weekends especially, it gets a little hard with him because he's like, "I wanna eat. She's home. It's time for me to eat," but it's really not time for him to eat because he knows when I walk through the door in the afternoon that it's time for him to eat, and he's like, "Oh, it's time for me." I'll take that one down. Let's see. I'm trying to see, um we're going to get this done. We're going to get this done. I need to focus. Focus. I need to get this done. I know. Focusing is very hard for me sometimes, and I don't know why. Don't know why. I think that's what I like about I'd like and I dislike about crochet. Like if I like I'm gonna make this. We're making this on stream. I'm not deviating. I'm not going to change projects. I'm not going to do anything like that. Um, but if I finish it on stream, like I finished all those bags yesterday and I made one after stream and I got them all finished. So technically, they're all ready to head out the door tomorrow morning. So when I do things like that, it makes it easier for me. If I can finish a project on a stream or say I'm going to do it in 2 streams, it works out. I probably wouldn't have so many whips if I would be focused like that all the time. And now my yarn it's kind of breaking and I don't want it to break because it's been doing so good. So, yeah, no distractions. And I mean, technically on Wednesday, um, there are quite a few projects that I could get done. The one that I would like to get done, it doesn't necessarily have to be done before Christmas, is the turtle one, the matching turtle one. I've got almost all the baby turtles made. Ooh, I never thought of that. But that does. It does look like a Kansas City Chiefs. Um, I would like to get the little memory turtles made for Penny. So when she could take them home with her this time when she comes. But also on the same token, I think I need to figure out a way to um be able to go spend time with her at her house, you know, next year. So, and still be able, let's say the Washington Commander, so I don't hate it. So she's gonna become a little chatterbox. She's already turning into a chatterbox with or 49ers, which is slightly better than the Chiefs. Well, you know what? Linda might like the Chiefs. Because I've heard well, if I started it's gonna be a tomato. It's gonna be a tomato. I don't know how well it's gonna work. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I don't know if I'm gonna like that white in the middle, but you will be fine, Papa. I usually don't think outside of the football situation. It said it's gonna be a tomato. I I am attempting to make a tomato. I couldn't find a windspinner tomato, so I thought a tomato has the coasters I've seen have yellow seeds, so I thought about going with a yellow and white, so that's what I decided. We'll see. We'll see, Linda. We're hoping. We're hoping it all works out. Maybe I should do the center green so that when it comes up, it's a green stem. I don't know. Like I said, this is kinda like a prototype. I'm gonna see how it works out. Opinions. Um, yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. Make a little small amigurumi tomato to hang from it. That would be a good idea. See, this is why we all have each other. We all have each other to bounce ideas off of each other. Biscuit, you do not need to move just because he is moving around out there. So that would actually be really cute, Linda. A little tomato to hang off of it. And that wouldn't take very long to make. Really wouldn't. Because you need something at the end of the wind spinner to kind of bring it down a little, you know? Oh, wait. Did I just do two in there? Three, three, three. No, and you can add a little green. Oh, that's true. That is true. That is true. We're almost to the end. We're almost to the end of this row. The next row is just single crochets up, and then we're going to make the loop that it hangs from. And it's all going to be in red. I'm not changing any colors this way. So, is anyone thinking they might get a white Christmas? Get snow for Christmas this year? Be right back. Gotta run to my neighbors. I picked up one of their packages because she was like, "Ugh." Okay. Yep, I think we're going to use up all this red yarn, which will be great because then we won't have any scrap yarn and I can just move on. Wonder what Walter's doing today, Biscuit. You're like, I don't care about Walter. Walter might care about you. He might want to meet you. I know. Just another toy thief. You know, when you go 2 double crochets in this stitch, 3 double crochets in this stitch, you're sitting and go, oh, it's not that many stitches. But when you do 100 to begin with, then it's 200 stitches. And then now it's 3 times 2, which is 600 stitches. So, I mean, that's a lot of stitches. Lot of stitches. Yeah, I think the next one, I think I might do green and down the center only because well, no, because it's not I'm gonna do the holder of the tomato with the red. So, yeah. And at the top of it, yes, do like a little, the little stem and let the green come out of that. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Oop! Almost lost that stitch. Okay. Eep, oop, oop. We don't wanna do that. I don't want to split my yellow yarn or make it so that it's let's do this. I got a thing on my phone. It was like, "Hey, there's a hungry caterpillar pattern you might be interested in." I'm like, "Nope, there's not. Nope, there's not. Not interested at all. I have a hungry caterpillar pattern. And if I ever made another one, I'd make the same pattern again." I still have some of the yarn for that because, you buy a whole skein, but you got one thing that you made out of it, and it didn't take that much yarn. Ooh, Biscuit, I'm so sorry. Mommy had to move her leg, so don't go to sleep. We're almost down to the end, Biscuit. We're almost down to the end. I don't know if we're gonna have enough to go back up single crochet on this. We need to, though. Talk about a good project. It is a good project. And winging it's not that bad. I probably should have done 75, but I was like, "Oh, that looks too short. Let's do 100." Next time, listen to myself and only do 75. I was afraid that if I did 75, that it would, curl up too much and it wouldn't be as tomatoey round. That's what I get for thinking. That is what I get for thinking. But it said do 100. If you wanna make it shorter, do 75. And I just actually looked how long to make a wind spinner and, the starting chain. So, that's what I went by. And they give me a basic pattern, 2 double once you start your starting chain, then you do 2 double crochets in each chain there, and then on the 3rd row, you do 3 double crochets in each stitch, and on the 4th row, you just do a single crochet all the way down. So you can make your wind spinner as long as you wanna make it or as short as you wanna make it. And it also depends, like, there were a lot of free patterns out there, like, for Christmas ones, like snowmen, Santa, Christmas trees, all kinds of things. So, I mean, it was like there are plenty of ideas out there. I just couldn't find one that had a tomato. So, I was kinda, like, trying to come up with the colors and what I had before stream because I was like, I of course, there's nowhere for me to run to go get yarn, not right before stream. And I don't need to add any more yarn to my collection. I need to work the yarn that I have and get it going. That's what I need to do. So that is what I'm doing. And tomato it was. These are the colors I had. And actually, I mean, I think they work pretty good. I'm back. She's such a sweet lady. Oh, that's nice. We have really nice neighbors on this side of our house. We have nice neighbors on this side of our house. We just don't we don't s we don't s we socialize more with these people than we do these people. So, anyway, let's see. So, yeah, next time, I told myself 75 stitches would be sufficient. Don't necessarily have to do 100. Though, we will see how this looks. It might be look better as 100. Let's see. Okay. So, hopefully, if I quit distracting myself, I can get to the end of this. And it's not really that hard. This is one of those patterns that you could have, and, like, let's just say Papa and I were driving somewhere, and even though we talk while we're in the car and things like that, this would be one of those patterns that I could have and crochet while I'm driving down the road, and it's a mindless pattern. And I shouldn't say mindless because it makes it seem like it's not like a pattern that's worth it. But every now and then you got to have those mindless patterns, like where you can just set and just put so many stitches and you don't really have to count. I mean, the highest I have to count on this row is 3. The row before is 2. So, I mean, mindless patterns are good. It breaks up. Sometimes you need to just have a pattern that you don't even have to think about. But when you get to the end of it, it's just like amazing because you have something that is completed. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go all the way back up this. When we get to the end of this, it will depend on how much I have, if I can single crochet up. And I did this with my 4mm hook because I wanted to do it, what do you want to call it? Something, because I think 4mm is a good size for a wind spinner. I don't think, I mean, I guess depending on what you're making, you could go smaller or go bigger. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Does anyone know how long the slots are for the raid train? Like, do they get an hour? Is it 2 hours? Is it a half an hour? I should have asked Crafty when he was in here. So, today is the winter solstice. So, this is the shortest day of the year. I'm sure everybody knows that, but I just now thought about that when I looked at the date. It is the shortest day of the year. Just fine with me. Do you know what that means, Biscuit? You're like, I don't care. Ooh, my thumb is starting to act up. And my glove is downstairs. I keep it with me when I go to work. So if I work on anything at work, because I type all day on some things, that works out better for my hands also. What do you mean? Where's what? I don't know what it is. Oh, it's in my purse. It's no big deal. It's not that big of a deal. I'm almost to the very end of this. No, you don't need to get it. And I don't even know if that's the glove that's in my purse. I know I bought a pair of fingerless gloves when I went to the grocery store one week because it was so cold at work. I was like, at least my hands could be warm. So it's one of those things. It is fine. I'm probably gonna run out of yarn anyway here soon. So hopefully we will make it all the way to the end of the tomato. And I want to be consistent because consistency is what makes the spiral. So we just have to make it. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing it. We're going to be pushing it because it's 3 stitches for every stitch. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it back up. We will see when we get there. Oh. Feel like I'm eking it out. Plain yarn chicken with a tomato. Just need to make it to the end. We can make it to the end. Because if I have to, I'll get a green yarn and, just make a stem or something at the top of it with a thing. Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I mean, I've got that much, so but like I said, I was winging it this morning. This is what I get for winging a pattern. Papa got a new food scale this week, and, I had an ulterior motive for him getting a new food scale, because then that means I can use the old food scale to weigh out my yarn. Because sometimes when a pattern, it'll tell you, "Oh, you need so many grams of this yarn, so many grams of this yarn," and I was like, "Oh, then I can use the food scale that he's not gonna use anymore, and then I can weigh out," like, when a pattern says, "You only need 40 grams of this yarn," and I can weigh it and be like, "Oh, I've got way more than enough for that." So, that's what I was actually thinking. I was like, "Oh, now I'll be able to steal the old food scale." And then he benefits by getting a new food scale that actually, like, does, like, 18.5 grams. So, I don't care if it's a half a gram over. It's not gonna matter much to me. I just need to know if I'm gonna make it. That's it. We're gonna make it. Yes, positive thoughts, Panther. We are going to make it. So, I didn't actually look because I know that, and like I said with this one, if I don't have enough red to go back up the single crochet, then I'll just use green. I ran out of a dusty rose on my elf and had to finish the hands and neck with pink. But they look good. It looked good. And it feels better now that I know I'm getting to the end. So it really does. So I can use a green to make leaves, the little stem at the top, and have the hanger part be green. I'll make it. I will make it, Linda. We are going to make it. I think if it wasn't a double crochet, if it was like a half double, I might feel better, but it's a double crochet. It is what it is. There's there's no way out of it now, and I'm not ripping this all out. Nope. Nope, it's not happening. Like when you get to the end of your project and you're like, "Oh, um," and you have to switch from like a dusty rose to a pink, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not ripping that out. I am not frogging this out. I am not doing it. Not gonna do it. I'm just making sure I have 3. Not gonna do it." I think, I'm gonna say this, and Papa's probably gonna be whatever, but I forgot to get a loaf of bread at the grocery store for my sandwiches for Monday and Tuesday this next week. So, no sandwiches for lunch. I'll have to do something else. Well, when you went to go get the rolls, I thought I saw the bread and I thought I'll go down that aisle in just a minute. And then I didn't. And it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Really not. Okay. Yes. Make some sliders. I could. I could. But when we went to the grocery store this morning, it was already packed. I thought it was a little busier than it normally is on a Sunday morning because normally, you know, if we go on a Sunday morning and like we try to go early if we go, but I still thought, there were more people in there than normal. That's just me. So, and people are getting out of church right now. So, if they don't go get lunch, they're going straight to the grocery store this time of day. So, when I used to work at Sam's, um, right after church, the church right, and people would come in and do all their grocery shopping, like their bulk grocery shopping for the week, and then they would get like their kids pizzas and hot dogs, and that's what they would have for lunch, you know, because you can go into Sam's and like order a whole pizza and have them cook it while you shop, and then pick it up on your way out. And most of them would just sit there with their kids, especially like, unless especially if it was like rainy or something. That way they could get their kids fed and not have to worry about everything getting wet before they got home. Plus, if you feed your kids while you're at Sam's, then when you get home, you don't have to worry about feeding them and your cold stuff getting cold. Everybody can sit down and eat. Wise move, if you ask me. Really smart. We never really did all that. Welcome back, welcome back. We never really did all that bulk shopping when the kids were little. Probably when we probably needed to. but we just couldn't because even though I work for Walmart, it was just easier to go to Walmart. So I'd say we probably have a good 25 stitches left, maybe like 25 to put 3 into, so 75 more stitches. And I think that when I get done streaming, I also need to call KK and ask her, did she need me to wrap anything for her along with the other things I have to wrap today? Hey, how are you doing? Me for Prime Minister. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hold on. I am doing wonderful. Are you a crafter? Do you knit? Do you crochet? I think I just doubled down on that stitch. I don't think I did. All of the above. Hey, I am mainly a crocheter. I don't knit. Um, Hi, short gal. How are you doing? Welcome in. Crafting is relaxing. That is something I have never done. Now, I have two daughters that sew, but got them. Uh, one no, I think she brought her sewing machine back to the house because she was going to teach me. Um, but we've never really ever sat down to do it. Well, you are I guess you're in the right place. I don't know much about. Hi, how are you doing, Silver? Um, I don't know much about being a really good teacher, but this is the right place. Like the Twitch crafting community is the right place to be. Um, let's do this. We're we're gonna make it. We are gonna make it. I'm playing Yarn Chicken right now, and I'm going to win. My mom is a knitter, so I can learn that from her if we have the patience. My daughter was the one that sews, is the one that taught me how to crochet. My grandmother tried back in the day. I didn't have the patience to do it. So when my daughter was in high school, they had a crochet club, and she came home and she taught me how to crochet. And it's the one thing that we do. No, I'm only crochet. I only crochet. 1, 2, 3. Do not be afraid. Oh, thank you. Do not be afraid to make mistakes, because if anything, crocheting is the easiest thing to make mistake. If you make a mistake, it's easy to undo it. Knitter, on the other hand, is a different story because the how you I could just frog this if I wanted to. Yeah, knitters work with chopsticks. I don't know. I will ask her at Christmas when she comes over for Christmas Day if she wants to do anything in January. January and February are usually our worst months for weather. So a lot of times, um, I'll just have to, I mean, we might have to work it out. But I have plenty of kits for her to do. Linda, we are going to make it. The yarn chicken is strong with us, and we are going to win. I won't be able to do the single crochet up back the one row, but you know what? We don't, this is a prototype. We don't have, um, Papa, yeah, no single crochet on it. Hold on just a minute. Thank you. I have no idea who it was, but I would have, I don't have time. I wasn't paying attention because I'm yarn chickening here. So, and then when I saw that, when I looked up, I was like, whoa, I don't need that right now. Nobody needs that. People just need to learn to be respectful. Yeah, Papa flipped his pancake. Well, when they said I had a nice smile, and I know I haven't been smiling, so I'm like, uh, yes, okay. Yay, yay. Yeah, I'm not gonna faulty, I'm not gonna be able to do the 4th. It says the pattern that I found, has 4 rows to it, like, so your foundation chain, your 2nd row, and then, you're gonna take penny out. Okay, we'll be back, we'll be here, and then the 3rd row, and then it says to use a 4th color to go up and make a single crochet around the edge of it. I'm just I'm probably I will be lucky to get the 3 double crochets in each one of this. Um, but I think what I'm gonna do off stream is I'm gonna find a green that I have, and I'm going to make, like, a little topper for the tomato and, have the holder come out of that. I talked to the kiddos. I'm cleared to stream Monday and Wednesday. They don't want your attention. Okay. Gosh, those kiddos are just outright, we don't need you, unicorn." We found some, new I don't even know what to call them. They're like taco bites, Old El Paso taco bites at the grocery store, and you can put them in the oven, or I think maybe it was microwave. an air fryer. I don't know, but we got them to try. They're like pizza rolls, but they're tacos. So I'm really excited about those. And when you came on and you said what you said about the kiddos, I was thinking, oh, because you talk about pizza rolls all the time. I thought you did. Maybe you don't. But I thought I've heard you talk about pizza rolls before. So, oh, well, you gotta watch Dragon Ball Z. Piggin Halls loves all that stuff. She loves all that stuff. Okay. And we won at the Yarn Chicken in a way. Uh, I might can make a single chain up, but this would really be plain Yarn Chicken for the single crochet. Sally Bailey lives off pizza bites and pizza rolls. Well, just saying. I'll take a picture, send them to you. Maybe you'll have them. So, okay, hold on. I'm not going to cut it off yet. I may see offline if I can fix this to go the single crochet up. But I am still going to make green leaves at the top. Okay, Biscuit. Biscuit's like, let me up there. Let me up there, Mom. Hold on. Come on. I would say if I had to rate this as a success or a failure, I'm going to go with it was a success. Biscuit, I'm rolling this thing up just to unroll it. I mean, I don't even know if I can. I mean, it looks okay, don't you think? So this would be the top and this would be the bottom. So, I mean, I think it's okay. Might be able to make the single crochets all the way down. We shall see. But I will try to get a picture up later. Oh, here you go, Linda. I don't think I'm going to make it down. We might have enough. I have this much left. I might could do single crochets all the way down, but I'll do that on off stream. But think I'm going to make a little green leaf at the top. And then that's what the little hook is. The little hook is going to come off with. And I'll sew all the ends and I'll post a picture up. Hold on. Biscuit would like to say goodbye to everyone. I think he's saying stream's over with. Is that what you're saying, bud? You're like, nah, I just need your back, woman. Hey, you got to turn to these people. So, yes, I think we're going to, let's do this. I know who I'm going to raid, and I'm only doing this, and I shouldn't say I'm only doing this. I'm doing this because, the raid trains this week, but we are going to raid into Crafty. So everyone go show Crafty some love. I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I will Monday and Wednesday, we are free to stream. So Monday and Wednesday, we will be streaming with Unicorn Enchanted Creations. So y'all stick around and hopefully we will see you then.